Good evening, everyone. How are you all? I hope you would be fine by the grace of Almighty. This is Ms. Sidra Kashif representing MSK Linguistics Center from Karachi, Pakistan. I am EFL and IELTS instructor, plus I'm also owner and moderator of my own organization. I have been running it since 2021 by the name of MSK Linguistic Center. Recently, I have started to invite different foreigners, educators, so we may have a quality of content relevant to education. Today, it's my honor to invite Mrs. Maria Josol Khokhar. She is from Kuwait. She is an innovative and qualified EFL and IELTS instructor. She is also our sweet Pakistani bhabhi. She married to our brother Khokhar. Hello, how are you?
Great, dear. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction.
Okay, it's my honor to have you. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, dear. I'm feeling
How are
great
you
today.
feeling right now in this live stream?
Yeah, I'm feeling excited.
That's great. So now we are going to just talk about the topic EFL experiences to teach English to students from diverse cultural backgrounds. I hope this live stream is going to be really fruitful to all of you. You would really enjoy this valuable content. So let's be connected. Could you please introduce yourself?
Right. Yes, absolutely, dear. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Thank you so much, Miss Sidra, for this wonderful opportunity to share my experiences and ideas on teaching in a multicultural classroom. It's truly an honor to join this collaborative platform where educators and mentors as well around the globe come together to learn from each other. Yes, hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. I am Maria Josol, a certified TEFL and TESOL instructor, passionate about helping learners improve their English communication skills. Here in Kuwait, I teach English enhancement program and serve as an IELTS instructor, guiding adult learners from diverse cultural backgrounds. And that diversity is what make every class is so exciting and enriching. I also holds a master's degree in education specializing in language teaching in English from a prestigious university in the Philippines because I'm originally from Philippines. Beyond teaching,
That's
I
great.
co-authored I co-authored a book. Okay, I co-authored a book entitled Four Principles in One Integrated English Enhancement. So, one of its key sections, exploring English through a sociological lens, that has been especially useful for adult learners navigating multicultural contexts. So, I am thrilled to be here tonight to share experiences and exchange ideas.
Really thanks for such a remarkable introduction of yours. We are really pleased to have you.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Okay, ma'am. I have designed few questions relevant to our topic. EFL experiences to teach English to diverse cultural backgrounds. So, may you allow me for this purpose?
Yeah, sure, certainly.
Thank you. Okay. What are some dynamic challenges which are faced while teaching in multicultural classroom?
Yes, that's very interesting question. I can really connect to that question. Well, teaching in a multicultural classroom, especially with Arab and Asian learners, is both enriching and demanding, and is both exciting and complex as well. Each class offers a glimpse into multiple worlds, making teaching exciting, but it also brings some unique challenges. And the three that stands out most for me are first, the language barriers. Not all students share the same level of English proficiency. We all know that. For instance, some Arab learners may find pronunciation like P and B or V and F challenging, while
Yeah.
Asian learners may struggle more with fluency and or confidence in speaking. And this affects participation. Some become silent listeners out of fear or making mistakes. Teachers bridge gaps by using visuals, gestures, giving real life examples, and simple instruction checks. The second challenge is different communication styles. In many Arab and Islamic cultures, respect for teachers is deeply valued, and students often show this by listening quietly, giving full attention, and avoiding open disagreement. It's not that they're afraid to speak up, it's a way of honoring the teacher's knowledge and role as a mentor. So, learning is seen as something sacred, and teachers are respected as guides who help shape minds and character. In contrast, on the other side, students from many Western or other Asian cultures might show respect differently by asking questions, debating ideas, or actively participating in discussions. It's not disrespect, it's just another way of engaging with learning. Understanding these differences helps teachers create a classroom where all students feel respected and encouraged to contribute. So, what's beautiful here is in both cultures, respect is the heart of education. It reminds us that learning isn't just about books or exams, it's about values, gratitude, and the relationship between the teacher and the learner. And the third one, cultural misunderstanding. When teaching in a multicultural setting, it is important to remember that not everything translates the same way across cultures, right? We all agree that. Some phrases or jokes that sound perfectly normal in one culture might feel confusing or even uncomfortable in another. For example,
Yeah.
the English idioms like break a leg, which actually means good luck, right? So it can be
Yeah.
misunderstood by learners who take it literally. So
Yeah.
likewise, other humors about religion or politics might not sit well with everyone. So that's why teachers need to be thoughtful when choosing examples or using humor in class, because a little cultural awareness goes a long way in creating a safe and respectful learning environment where everyone feels included and understood. Yes,
Perfect. Yeah, these all things are especially focused in multicultural classroom when we are going to teach them. These are specially focused.
exactly. And those
Okay.
were the main
Now,
challenges I faced in real life. But I'm coping up.
okay. Okay. Now, next question is how to overcome stress or hesitation. It happens, ma'am, most of the time by learners or newbie EFL or ESL teachers that if I talk about students that they are really worried about their classroom, that there will be different learners along with them and they are shy now, they feel hesitation. If I talk about EFL or ESL educators, especially newbies who just joined that field and it's a new experience to them, then they feel really stressed, or sometimes they lose their temper, their patience. How to overcome these kind of things?
That's very true. You know, stress and hesitation are completely normal,
Hmm.
especially in a multicultural classroom. One simple way to help students feel comfortable is to create a safe and supportive learning environment or supportive space. So let them know that mistakes are just part of learning, and we learn from our mistakes,
Yeah,
and
that's the point.
eventually we grow. You can even put up a small sign that says mistakes is equal to learning moments. So, or we can start each class with a fun warm up activity to break the ice. So, I used to have icebreaker in my classes. Another helpful strategy is pair or small group work. When shy or a reserved students are paired with encouraging classmates, they feel less pressure. So this works really well in mixed gender or culturally diverse classes where students might initially feel hesitant to speak. And most
Hmm.
importantly, praise or appreciate effort, not
Hmm.
perfection. Celebrate small victories like clearer pronunciation, a creative answer, or the courage to speak up. A little positive feedback can go a long way in building confidence. So that's from students' perspective. Now let's go for the new teachers, the newbies. Teaching can be just as a nerve-wracking as learning, right? So here's the first tip: plan. I repeat,
Hmm.
plan. But don't panic. Have a small Plan B box ready with quick activities like vocabulary lingo, storytelling prompts, or short discussion questions. This can instantly energize the class if something doesn't go as planned. So you need to have a plan B in place. Next,
Hmm.
reflect, don't react. After class, take a few minutes to jot down what worked and what didn't. Reflection helps turn stress into a valuable experience. And
Yeah.
finally, seek support. You need to have a support system as well. So, watch how senior or experienced teachers handle challenges or join local teaching groups and online communities, similar like this platform that we're having now. Sharing ideas with others reminds you that you are not alone. Everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah.
Remember, confidence is contagious. When you stay
Hmm.
calm, smile, and keep a positive attitude, your students will mirror that same energy.
Yeah. That's the thing. There should be mutual understanding now. And first of all, the teacher should be confident and prepared for the lesson, that what he or she is going to teach. Preparation matters. And
Ex-
along with preparation, they have to experience as well before the class. Then
Exactly.
after that, gradually they improve after the time.
I do
And they,
totally
they don't
agree.
have to lose patience. It's the main thing now. There should be like mutual understanding to just familiar with every individual student. Like we have to just keep balance in all of the students. I
Yes.
suggest that to the teachers.
Yes. It's a
Balance
balanced
matters.
approach. Yeah. Balanced
Yeah,
approach. And you need
yeah,
to build a rapport with your students. That's a good thing. So
yeah,
that they will feel comfortable and feel at ease. They will not feel shy if they have some questions, clarifications. So maintain an open-minded
yeah.
setup, and let them to encourage to share their ideas and opinions. So
Hmm.
let them Let them to always believe in themselves, and let them to remind that there is a goal why we are here learning, right? We have a common goal that is to improve, enhance our communication skill. And with those varied backgrounds of students, they are there to support each other, and the teacher is the real example or the best example to show this good values
Yeah.
towards your students. Yeah.
Yeah, environment should be given to them freely, na, to do mistakes. Mistakes are our friends, not
Yes,
enemies. If they do mistakes, they learn by mistakes. That's the point. And
exactly.
they have to, the EFL or ESL instructors, they have to appreciate every small effort, as you mentioned earlier, na. That's the
Exactly.
point.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yes.
I admit that.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
Next one question is, what are some strategic or effective methodologies which should be adopted or focused by EFL educationists?
Oh, okay. Well, teaching English as a foreign language isn't just about grammar or vocabulary list. It's about creating real, meaningful learning experiences. And there are five effective strategies that I could share with you all. First, student centered approach. So let's start with putting students at the heart of learning. Instead of lecturing about grammar, encourage them to use English to express themselves. For example, rather than explaining past tense, ask the students to share what they did last weekend. Okay, let them to engage. When they talk, laugh, and relate stories, grammar and fluency naturally come together. So that is
Yeah,
student-centered approach. Next
that,
strategy is task-based learning. Make learning practical. Design activities around real life tasks like ordering a food at a restaurant, writing a short email, or conducting a job interview. So when students see how English fits into daily life, into the real life situation, it becomes useful and exciting, not just a subject. Third strategy is contextual vocabulary teaching. Word sticks better when they are taught in context. Instead of just listing meanings, instead of defining the word meaning, create scenarios, real life scenarios. For example, when teaching the word negotiate, let students role play a market scene. It's more fun,
yeah,
memorable, and interactive. Next strategy is blended learning. Okay. Don't be afraid to mix traditional methods with technology, as we all know that we are now in the digital era. Okay. We cannot deny that. So, tools like Kahoot quiz app, YouTube mini lessons, or IELTS sample videos can make lessons lively and relevant. A little digital spark often keeps students motivated and curious. So in my class, I applied Kahoot quizzes. I even applied the random word generator. Okay, a word will pop up on the screen and they will share something about that particular word. It's just like a mini table topics or impromptu speaking. And the last strategy I could share is collaborative learning. You need encourage teamwork. Try multicultural projects like festivals around the world, celebrating their cultural traditions or festivals like Eid, Eid Al-Adha celebration, something like that. So where students share and learn about each other's cultures. So it builds
yeah.
confidence. It builds
By sharing
confidence.
ideas, they
Yes.
improve.
Exactly. Sharing ideas, sharing cultures. That's the beauty in it. So it builds confidence, creativity, and cultural awareness all at once. In the end, we need to remember this. Teach teach English not as a subject. Okay? I
Hmm.
repeat, teach English not as a subject, but as a life skill. A bridge that connects people across cultures.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the point. Okay. Now, next one is, what's your perspective about cultural sensitivity? What are insights of inclusive learning which must be concerned?
Yes. Cultural sensitivity is not optional, it is essential.
Hmm.
When we teach in multicultural classrooms, it's not just about language, it's about people, it's about values and understanding. Cultural
Yeah. There
sensitivity,
are.
yes. Cultural sensitivity helps us create a space where everyone feels seen, respected, and safe to learn. So start by recognizing who your students are. Of course, at the start of a class, you should know their backgrounds. Be mindful of their beliefs and daily practices. Things like prayer times, fasting schedules, or modesty norms. So these small gestures of respect go a long way in building trust and comfort in the classroom. Second, be mindful of topics. Some subjects that seem normal in one culture can be sensitive in another, as I have mentioned earlier. So instead, focus on universal themes everyone relates to, like family. So I asked them to write about their family that they could express their feelings and emotions. Okay.
Hmm.
And I also asked them to write about their travel experiences, their concept about friendship, and a small act of kindness. So these topics open doors for meaningful and positive conversations. Next, use global and local content. Blend international examples with local ones. Include Arab and Asian contexts because these are the type of my learners, Arab and Asian learners. So you have to
Hmm.
include Arab and Asian contexts like stories, traditions, and family values. So when students see their own culture reflected or incorporated into the lesson, they feel more connected and proud to share. So we need to
Yeah,
engage the
that's the point.
students, let them feel connected. So
Hmm.
in the end, let us
I understand.
remember, yes, in the end, let us remember that a culturally sensitive teacher doesn't just teach English. They teach empathy, respect, and global citizenship.
Yeah, we
Yes,
have to treat the same. It doesn't matter that from which family or culture they belong to. Everyone is honorable. They are learner. If we give respect, we gain respect by doing
ex-
this, no?
exactly.
So that's
Exactly.
remarkable.
Very true.
It should be concerned.
Very
Okay,
true.
ma'am, could you please let me know about your experiences as you teach in Kuwait, a vibrant, hustling, bustling area. So, could you please let us know, relevant to it, that as there would be students from different backgrounds, like they would be speaking different or various languages. So, how do you deliver your lectures, or how do they absorb whatever you teach them? Because English is not their first language. How do you teach?
Exactly. That's the biggest challenge for me because as I have stated earlier, they came from different backgrounds and they have different cultures as well and they have different level of competency, proficiency level. So that a big challenge to group students in one classroom and you need to deliver your lesson effectively. That you need to meet the learning objectives or the learning outcomes. So first, what I did exactly is you have to know your students. You have to know your learners. First things first. Get to know your students. Understand what motivates them. For example, Arab learners might be focused on professional growth, while many Asian learners may have IELTS or academic goals in mind. So when you know their why, the reason why, you can tailor lessons that really resonate. So when teaching IELTS, it's not just about English, it's about strategy, confidence, and practice. And next,
Hmm.
I integrate all language skills, the reading, listening, speaking, writing, and the fifth one now is a critical thinking skill. So don't treat reading, writing, listening, and speaking as separate subjects. Link them together in your lessons so students can see how English works as a complete real world skill. Let them
Hmm.
to realize that English language is a global language, it's an international language. And next, keep lessons interactive. Boring lessons lose attention fast, right? So use storytelling, role plays, or real life examples. Let students practice, makes mistakes, and laugh. Make it like a normal environment. Learning sticks best when it's engaging and practical. We learn best when we are enjoying, right? And next, plan but stay flexible. So have a lesson
Hmm.
plan but don't get too rigid in it. Watch your students' energy and participation and adjust the activities accordingly. Sometimes a quick discussion on or mini game can do wonders to re-energize the class. So like tongue twister activity. I'm also
Hmm.
incorporating that into my class, tongue twister activity, the breathing exercise. So to help them pronounce the words clearly. And next, commit to continuous growth. Okay, never stop learning yourself. For all the educators listening with us right now, never stop learning yourself. Learning is a never ending process. Attend workshops, webinars, observe experienced teachers, and explore new teaching tools. The more you grow,
Yeah.
the more your students will thrive. Yes,
According to my perspective, whatever they learn, they have to utilize it somehow. Whatever they learn, they have to start teaching to someone. And that way they can get confidence and also improve and achieve
yes,
their goals. Either it's English language or IELTS. They have to start teaching. If I talk about learners, no? In
exactly. I
that
am with
way,
you.
I did whatever ways I adopted. I share my experiences with my students that I was really curious about learning.
Mhm.
Whatever my teacher would teach me, I would apply it. And there I would spend 1 to 2 hours. But at my home, my all time was reserved for learning English because it was my biggest goal which I had to achieve. And I always motivate my students by sharing my story. When I completed my 3 months of English language, then I saw improvement in myself. I started teaching, but not that which I did not know, for which I was confident. Like I started from conversation, and that way I gained confidence. And my first student was online. He was from Dubai. He
Oh,
is still here in my contact.
that's good. Yeah, connecting with students.
Yeah.
Yes, practice. Yeah,
He
practice is very
improved
important.
beyond his expectations. Mashallah.
Yes, I do agree.
He started
Practice.
from beginner level, but after taking few classes, after few months, he is, mashallah, marvelous.
Wow, you are the best
That,
teacher then.
so
Yeah. So I
that
do.
is really appreciable. I always appreciate that thing. That by the grace of Almighty, as he was my first student, but beyond his expectations, I prepared him. Now I feel proud for him. That
Wow.
thing everyone should apply. I think so.
Yeah, wow, wow. That's a good experience. Yes, you must be proud of that. That's
Hmm.
rewarding, right? Rewarding. Yes, I do agree what you have said earlier that practice, keep practicing. Practice makes perfect, practice makes permanent. And knowledge
Hmm.
is useless without applying it. So it must be applied knowledge. You have to apply
Hmm.
what you have learned. For example, as a learner, a student, you have to apply it right away, what you have learned in the classroom, the theory based, practical knowledge. You have to use it in the real life scenarios, the real world scenarios. That's very
Yeah.
that's very crucial. Yes. So it must be applied knowledge, not just simply learning all the theories, the grammar and all. Without applying it, you will forget. So you need to practice. I told my students not only that we are meeting here in the classroom, you are learning the English language, but you need to apply it in your daily life.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the point.
Yes, exactly.
And it was in my mind every time now when I would come back my home, it was going on English to my local language, national language, then that language to English. In that way, I improved. For the tenses, I would apply, I would just utilize it in my real life. Whatever work I would do, it was going on in my mind that how to say this, how to say this. And I started conversating with people around me, which should be applied by every learner.
Yes, 100%. And one of the activity or projects that I gave to my students is word bank. We call it word bank. Like they need to collect 2 to 3 words, new words every day, and then they have to write in their word bank and then find the meaning of the word or the definition of the
Yeah.
word, and then use
Hmm.
that word in their own sentence so that they will not forget. They have to connect it to their personal life. So use that word in your own sentence, and then
Yeah.
look for the synonyms, look for the other words having the same meaning, and try to apply it towards your colleagues, towards your coworkers, towards your friends, towards your, you know, towards maybe within the members of your family. So just have fun. Okay? Use the what you have learned in the classroom in fun and interactive way, and I'm sure they will able to retain those learnings lifetime.
Hmm. Every student complains that they can't memorize vocabulary, they face challenges. Then I suggest the same as you mentioned. It's okay if you learn slowly, you will improve beyond your expectations. It's okay, you don't have to memorize 10 or 15 vocabulary per day. The words which you have learned, which you got from somewhere, the vocabulary, you have to utilize it until you improve. Like three words or three vocabulary is okay. It's okay for a week or 10 days until you utilize it in proper way. I did the same.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. That's
When you
good to
are slow
hear.
learner,
Yes, I do agree,
so that
totally
is
agree.
the way. Hmm. Okay. Okay, could you please share your tips for EFL, ESL, or IELTS trainers relevant to teaching methodology
Yeah.
overall?
Okay, overall, so as also I mentioned earlier, first you have to know your learners first. Okay, understand why they are here. Are they aiming for academic goals, professional growth, or migration? So knowing their motivation helps you tailor your lessons. And lastly, also, you have to track the progress and stay flexible, give regular feedback, comments, constructive feedback, of course, adjust activities based on energy levels, and celebrate small wins. Appreciate their efforts. even it's too small. When they answered something correct answer, give them something, that they could feel, be motivated and inspired to build confidence. So finally,
Hmm.
never stop growing. Okay, as I have mentioned, attend workshops, observe peers, and explore new teaching tools. The more you grow, the more your students will thrive.
Hmm.
A great English teacher doesn't only teach grammar or vocabulary. Remember that. They
Hmm.
connect hearts, bridge cultures, and inspire a love of learning that lasts a lifetime, which has a lasting impact to their lives. That's all. Thank you.
I hope the tips or the information relevant to Ma'am Maria Josol Khokhar. It's really effective and dynamic, and you found it remarkable or fruitful. You would apply it either you are a teacher or a student. You have to adopt which suits you, and you have to find the lacking, whatever you have to improve. You have to try your level best. You have to fight tooth and nail if you want to be succeed in your life relevant to English language. If you want to be fluent, in my way, fluency, it doesn't matter that you speak it in very fluent way without any break or gap. Fluency means you have to make someone understand clearly. You have to deliver your ideas, or you have to elaborate your answers, so most of the people or everyone could understand you in very clear way. That is fluency. If you speak English in proper way to make someone understand, with structures like grammar, it's okay. Grammar is not mandatory for the beginner level, but when you improve, it matters. After improving, like when you have gained confidence, you have to work on grammar as well. It will
Yes,
be adding to beauty if you speak English in proper way to make someone understand by doing not of the mistakes. That's the thing.
yes. Especially in
Okay,
academic
ma'am.
field. Yeah, especially in academic. I just want to add something. Especially in academic field, you need to adhere the grammar rules. Okay, in
Yeah.
academic area, yes. Yeah, you are right. For the beginner, you
Yeah,
just
it
need
is
to,
mandatory.
yeah, for the beginner, you just need to master the basic, the fundamentals, and eventually you will grow, you will improve, you will enhance your communication skill. The connection matters. You need to connect to people. That matters most. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. I am really grateful for your precious time. You have joined me and you have shared very valuable tips and tricks and your opinion, the experience which you gained. That's really fruitful to all of us.
My
We are
pleasure.
really pleased.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you once again for inviting me tonight.
Okay. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Bye.
Bye.